Myself Santosh Goyar Singh, PGT Computer Science, Mothers Public School. Today I am going to teach you something about Python, which is based on Standard 11 CBSE as well as CGC course on behalf of digital content development. And here I am going to show you some simple concept I am going to tell you. After that, I will show you that one even in your practical. So before going to do that one, I may tell you your Python is an object-oriented programming language. Object means, if I explain what do you mean by the object, I can say in our day-to-day life, each and every places around us, everywhere we can see the object. That means this marker is one object, duster, this is also one object, the shirt whatever I put, that is also object, chair is one object. So each and everything is one object. So perhaps due to that one, the name of this language is like that we are telling. Because if we are talking about the object, it is nothing but the finished product. Means we can use it for a particular purpose. It is the finished product. Means I am not going to do anything with this. I will not have to design this. It is already defined, already designed. So my work is that how to use it. For example, as I am telling this marker is one object, so I have to know about that, how to use this one, what is the purpose of this one. Similarly, if we will talk about the duster is one object, so definitely I will have to know about that for what purpose it can be used and how it will be used. So that is called as the object. So similarly, in Python, I can say most of the work, whatever you are going to do, they are based on the object. But that doesn't mean, don't keep it in your mind that I will not have to do anything then. No, you will have to do something. But the thing is that you will have to do it in a different way. You will have to implement it. Even if it is required, you can design your own object. Okay? So, the fundamental things, so much time it will take, so I am not going to discuss that one because it is based on practical. So, before that, I am going to tell you a little bit that if we are having one object, or you can say a variable, though in Python there is no such concept that variable, but still I can say for understanding purpose that is a variable. So, if I am planning to assign some values to a variable, or sometime I may need that I have to accept the data for a variable, then how will I have to do that? So look at here, if we are starting the Python, you will see that whenever you will open the Python, it will show you something like this. Your IDE screen, that is integrated development and learning platform where you are going to do the work. So that is, here it will show you like this, and where you can assign some values. Like it is like this, I am writing x is equal to 50. Fine. So in this case, I can say x is one object, 50 is the value for that. Means this is the literal, that one I have assigned to x. Right? And why I am telling that x is not a variable? Because in other language, if you go for, like C++, C, Java, whatever it is, in that case it says that a variable means a storage container where I can store some values, and it is specific. Means if I have specified that x can contain only numeric data like integer values 10, 50, 20, something like that, then entire program I have to do the same thing. I can alter that value. But Python says something different. What it is? That it says that if we are have written like this, x is equal to 50, I am pressing the enter key. It is coming over here, and I am writing x only to print the value. So it will show me 50. Just after that, if I am writing x is equal to some name I am writing, suppose mothers, I am writing mothers, which is in the form of a string. So then this also valid. Means when I have stored x is equal to 50, I am telling it is valid. When I am telling x equal to mothers, that is also valid. That means I can say x does not have a specific type of data. It is not going to store some specific type of data. It can store anything, any type of data. So that's what I am telling, that if I am writing x now, so it will print mothers like this. So that's why I can say X here is not a storage container. Rather, it can refer to a location where some values are there. That's why sometimes we are calling this one as the referrer, because they are referred. Next thing, the thing whatever I had done, here x is equal to 50, x equal to mothers, I had done something like this. This is called as dynamic typing. Why? Because dynamic means at the time of running, at the time of your requirement, whatever work you are doing, that is called as dynamic. So here dynamic typing, because I had typed something at the time of running the program. So that's why we can do it in this way. Next thing I am going to tell you that whatever I had assigned it, you can assign it like this. And if you want to print the value, suppose I had written here x only and pressing the enter key, it is printing, no doubt. But in a program code, because this is not the program code, this is ideally, as I told you, this is what? Now, here interactive mode I can say. Interactive mode means it can make interaction between you and the computer. Interactive mode. But if you are writing a program, that is something different, that you will have to write it in a script part. I'll tell you how to do that one. But before that, you see that in the script part, means in the program part, if I want to print the value, how can I print the value of a particular object? Because here ideally is there, cursor is here, that's why I am writing x, enter key, it is printing. But in the script part, where I have to write the program, there this symbol will not be available for you. This prompt will not be available for you. So how you have to print? So the thing is that if you want to print that one inbuilt function is there. I am doing it in ideally, that's why I am giving this symbol. So I am writing here print small letter x. This is a function. So now it will print mothers. So carefully look at here. When I am giving print x, it is showing me like this. But when I am giving only x, what it is showing? It is showing me like this. Students, please carefully look at here. The difference. Here the difference I want to say here. This is the difference. This symbol. This one. Here it is not there. Because the work of a print function. So when I am talking about the function, so many things are there that we will have to learn about. What do you mean by a function? Function means it is a predefined program which is used for a particular purpose. Like the function of this marker is to write on the whiteboard, not on the blackboard. The purpose of this duster, particular purpose, to erase all this thing. It is not used to write something. So like that. This is called as the function. These are all inbuilt, they are already available. So I can use this print function to print something. So whatever the value of x, that will be printed over here. Similarly, when x is 50, if instead of this one, I am writing here print x, then also it will show me 50 as it's a number. So this is the way that how we have to assign some values to a particular object, and after that how we have to show the data in different ways. Now I am going to tell you how we'll have to accept the data for a particular object. So let us see. For accepting the data, as I have told you, the work of print function is to print. Similarly, to accept the data for one object is input. The function name is input. So how will you have to use? This is the function, input. The work of this function is to accept a string for an object. Accept a string. Again I am repeating. Accept a string. It will not accept any numeric value. It will not accept any floating point values. First it will accept string. And if I want to change, then we will have to do something else. So now it says that if I am giving x here, look, x here I am writing, then I am writing input. Within this I can give a message. Enter. I have given this much. Only enter. I have given you. So when you press the enter key, no doubt the cursor will place over here, and now I am writing mothers public school. I have given this. Press the enter. So it will be come out, and if I print the value, suppose I am writing print x, or only x I am writing first. Is it better for you? Suppose I am writing only X, then you will see it will show me whatever I had accepted. Mother's public school. Getting? With a single quote. That means it is very clear that it is accepting a string. So when I am giving input, it will accept a string. The value of X is string. So now someone may think, sir, instead of giving mother's public school, if I give a number, then what will happen? Let us see. I am erasing this one. Because I am using the red pen, that you can get it. Suppose I am giving 50 and pressing the enter. I am not accepting the name. I am not accepting any string. Direct one number I have given. Because when I am giving X is equal to put enter, the cursor will wait for you in this way. I am using this one and writing. It will show you like this. Enter. And cursor will be fixed over here. Suppose I am giving 50. Then finished. And when I am going to print the value of X, you will see that it will show me like this. Carefully students look what it is going to show me. It is not showing me 50. You may say, sir, 50 to showing. ये तो देखो जी ना ये ठीक देखो नहीं 50 तो देखो जी ठीक है इसके तो तीटा कौन है कौन किया है actually this one and this one are not same, both are different. ये जहाँ ये से या नहीं এটা number এটা string মানে যে পুরো alphabet sequential রয়েছে সেটা এটা number নয় এটা number তো ডাটা যাহা মই x পাই গেন করছি সেটা a নয় এইটা so now the question is that if I want to accept integer type value, then what I have to do? I want to accept this one, not this one. Because when I am giving 50, it is accepting in this way. It is considering it as a string, but I want to accept it as an integer. So what we will have to do? I have to change a little bit. Okay, so now we will have to do this one in this way. So I am writing here, this is the ideal screen here. X is equal to int like this. Should check whatever I did. Yes, you see. What I did here, this one I am making red marker, and then you can get it. Yes. What I did, int, again bracket, within that input, this one. Means here the work of input is to accept a string. The work of int function, because I have used another thing, you see. This one I have used. So the work of this one is to convert that string to integer. मतलब मु जदि एठी वर्तमान एठी एंटर देली ताले से मतलब मेसेज केमति आसला मेसेज एमति आसला एंटर मेसेज आसला मु जहा लिखिछि आसला पर्सन वेट करछि मु 50 देली okay then it is coming over here I am printing the value of x so it will show me 50 instead of that single quote. ये वाला एमटी देखेगा ना कारण ये string ये वाला number है. Got it? So like that if you are planning no I will have to accept one floating point value then what will you have to do? Floating point value decimal value. Fine, you just change this one. You change it int to float like this float. Done. So now 50 will become 50.0 because it is floating point values. Okay, this is called as floating point values. So here Python says that when you are planning to accept the data, you can accept the data by the help of the input function. But if you want to accept any other type of data except string, then you just use int, char, float, something like that. And that type of conversion, this one is called as typecasting. By force changing the data type. Because the default data type of accepting the data by the help of input function is string. And if I want to change it to integer, then by force I have to change it. That is int. So that's why I am writing int or float or something like that. Clear? So this is how we are accepting the data. Data accept kariba pore kamo kemiti kariba. Look at here. And all these things I am doing it ideally, but you can do it in your program also. So look at here, how can you do this one? Suppose in think ideally I want to find out the sum of two numbers. So I'm writing here a is equal to int input, enter the first number, enter first I have written. Okay. So no doubt it will give you the message. Enter first and press the enter. Sorry, I will give the number. Let it be 10. Enter. Then now I'm writing b is equal to int input. Enter the second number. Enter second. Then it will also give me the message. Enter second. Suppose I am giving 20. Press the enter key. Then I am going to do the manipulation. C is equal to A plus B. Then again the ideal screen it will be available for you. And here I can write print result is equal to C. That's it. So your message it will come like this. Result is equal to 30. Because for A I had accepted 10, for B I had accepted 20. Then I had written C is equal to A plus B, means A and B is added and it will be stored in C. Then I am printing it out. Finished. It will print. But one thing I may tell you, students, this is not the way of writing the program. This is, I have not written the program. Program is not written in this way. Then you may tell, so many things that you are written, then you are telling it's not the program. No. What I did, now I am ideally program माने हमको गोटे फाइल टे बने पड़िबो जो थरे सब जिंस ओडा के एकाठी रखी हो कारण मु जेतले ए दु एठी पळी आसे मु एठी जाउ जिबा मो पे मुश्किल हिजो चेंज कर देबी तेनो मते गोटे पर्टिकुलर स्क्रिप्ट बने पड़िबो जोठी कि मु प्रोग्राम लिखि पाई एई सब जिंस लिखिबी कि सीक्वेंस लिखिबी ताको रन कला परे मते आउटपुट आसी ताहाली ठीक जण तो दिस इज द बेसिक वे दैट जस्ट टू टेस्ट how you are accepting the data and how you are manipulating, but this is not the way of writing the program. So how you have to write the program? So actually, when you are planning to write the program, you just click on your Python icon and you will see your Python. This is the screen. Okay. Here, definitely written file, edit, some options will be there. Okay. Here about the Python something written and ideally is available over here. Your cursor is blinks over here. So your work is that on you will have to click on this file. One option you will get new. You choose new. And when you will choose new, another window will be open. Yeah, like this. Okay? And that window is also having file, edit, run. Some more options are there, window and all these options are there, and a cursor is blinks here. And this symbol, that 3 greater than symbol, it will not be available here. So here, entire thing you will have to write the program. ये पूरा प्रोग्राम देखा जाए कौन लिखे सेकेंड विंडो रे फाइल न्यू करिवो एठी आ गोटे विंडो खोलिवो सेठी फाइल भीतर तमे जहा जहा काम लिखिलो जेम जेम प्रोग्राम सीक्वेंस रे करिवो नेक्स्ट वर्क इज दैट you will have to save the file. This one you will have to save the file. File to save. गोटे फाइल लागे पे save. Save कला बेले जो फाइल ना दबो तार एक्सटेंशन नेम ऑटोमेटिकली py हो जो पाइथन ऑटोमेटिकली पाइथन फोल्डर चेंज करबो नो लाइक दैट इज अ सेपरेट इशू बट इट विल show you point.py. After saving this one you will have to run the file. प्रोग्राम भी एग्जीक्यूट करे केमिति ना ए रन भितरे आ गुड ऑप्शन जो रन एठी थाई पारे न्यू वर्जन रे एठी थाई पारे तो कुछ की फाइल रन तमे रन भितरे रन करबो किबा शॉर्टकट वे हैला जस्ट प्रेस F5 and it will run it. And if it is 100% correct then it will be execute. If it is somewhere it is finding the error it will show you this is the error and your work is to rectify that. Okay, so in this way you will have to do. Now I am going to tell you how we will have to do that program whatever I did just before in IDE. That I will have to accept the value for two variables. Don't consider it in a wrong way. So you are told first variable is not there but you are using variable. So actually as I am telling again that there is no such concept in Python that variable is there. All are called as the object. But for understanding purpose, I can use that word variable. Okay, so within this file, how will I have to write the program? In a sequence, I will have to write the program in this way. Look at it. The first program that will find out the sum of two numbers. So this is the screen. Next time I will not have to do. First time as I am doing this one is the screen I am drawing this one. This is file, edit, run, all these things are there. Okay. Here I will have to start the program. How? Now I am writing. A is equal to int input, enter the first number, enter first, then press the key, automatically it will come here. Again I will have to write B is equal to int input, enter the second, okay. Then you will have to write C is equal to A plus B. Then you will have to write print result is. Here I am writing C. You see the code like this. And if you can see the previous video, previous just what is whatever I told, you can go back a little bit in this video. That I had written there like this. Again I am reminding you, I have given here A is equal to int input something. Then I have written here enter first. Then I am giving the value. Something I did like this. Here you see these greater symbols are not available. This message is also not coming. Nothing is there. Simply you have written the program. So next, your work is that you will have to save this one, run this one. And when you will run, again it will come to that ideal screen. That is called as the what? Ideal screen. Where you will find it out that it will give you the message like this. Here it will be there, so it will give you the message. Enter the first number, then you will have to give the number. Again it will show you enter second number, then it will show you result is like this. बुझिगले ଆମେ କଣ କରିବା ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ଏମିତି ଲେଖିବା ତାକୁ ରନ୍ କଲେ ତମର ଯୋଟା ଆଇଡିଆଲି ସ୍କ୍ରିନ୍ ଅଛି ଓକେ ଏଟା ହେଲା ତମର ସ୍କ୍ରିପ୍ଟ ପାର୍ଟ ଯୋଉ ତମେ ଲେଖୁଛ ତ ଏ ଜାଗାରେ ଏଟା होची सेल पार्ट सेल बोली कुआ जाय से सेल पार्ट जोटा आइडियली बोली कहूची सेही जगह रे तमर ए सब मेसेज आसो से अनुसार काम करछ तो ये हला प्रोग्राम लिखिबा टेक्निक तो हमें एंती डाटा गेन करबा मैनिपुलेशन करबा शो नेक्स्ट आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू that how will have to that I have told you that how will have to accept the data manipulate so I did that but now I am going to tell you something about decision making how to make the decision in the sense yes or no I have to put certain condition if it is then yes if it is not then do this so for that is called as a decision making and in case of a decision making I will have to use if else. Look at it, how you have to use. That is called as if else statement. That is called as decision making. Then I will have to take decision. If it is true, then do something. Otherwise, do other thing. Meaning is that. So first I am writing how you have to implement if and else within your Python program. So in three ways, generally, we are using if else. First one is that only if. Means this is the first method where I am writing if. Here I can put the condition, put one column here like this, then put the statements. This is one way. Because some students they are thinking like this, sir, only if you are written, else you are not written. No, it is not mandatory for me that I have to use else. Minute. Only if. That means it says that if this condition is true, do this much. Otherwise, don't do. Similarly, second way of implementation is if here is your condition, do the work, else do the work. This is another. If condition is true, do this. Means this is for true part, this is for false part. If this is true, then do this one. If this condition is false, then do this one. So this is another way of implementing if and else. One thing again I may tell you students, in your Python, indentation is much more important, much more important. Why? Because here, as like as other programming languages, brackets are not there. Body definition is not there. So the indentation is the body of that particular controlling statements, that for if or whatever it is. So here I will tell you, if condition, this one will be executed, else this one will be executed. This is the second way. Third way I am going to tell you, that is, here it is like this. Third one, here it can be written in this way. If here is your condition, this do this one, if else if I am doing, that is called as nested if else. So here within if I may write if another condition, do this, else do this, okay, again else, if it is required, condition, do this, else do this. So now look at here, this is another way. What it is? This is called as nested if else, nested. One within that another one. What take it? How what? यार माने हला एठी मु फर्स्ट गोटे कंडीशन चेक करबी जति से कंडीशन ट्रू हैला again it will check for the second condition. If this one again true means first will be true, second will be true, ताले एटा execute जति first रे true हैला and again you see the indentation I did like this is the indentation, same line as well, automatically तब indent करे तो जति first condition true, second is false, then it will do this one. But if the first one is false itself, so directly it will come to this else, because this is the indentation of events. Here, look. Okay. If this one is false, then it will come to this part, and again it will check if this condition true. This one will be executed. If this one is false, as well as this one is false, then this one will be executed. And also it is not mandatory for me that each boundary of if and else I will put another if else. May not be. Wherever whatever required I will have to use. It is not mandatory for me that where what I have to implement. This can also be minimized. This nested if else can also be minimized. That is the another way of implementing if else. How can I do that? The format is something like this. If here I am putting the condition, if it is true, you do this. And if another condition, do this. Else do this. You can extend it. What I did? If this condition is true, this one will be executed. If this condition is not true, then it will check another condition. If मतलब else if. यार माने वाला से. जब ये condition true नहीं, else if आउट condition check. जब ये true नहीं, तो ये check करो. जब ये true है, ये execute करो. If this one will not be executed, then it will come to this part. Means if this one is false, as well as this one is false, then this part will be executed. So this is another way of implementing if else. Similarly, we will have to, no doubt, we will have to write some program based on this. But let me finish that looping part also. This is way of controlling, one way of controlling. Data accept करिबा, तब केमिति control करिबा. ये control करिया गोटे technique, if else. Another controlling statement is looping. This is called as decision making. Okay? This is called as decision making. Means I have to take decision that which part of the program will be executed. That one I have to. Then I am coming to the part that how we'll have to use the looping. First, if there is one simple program I am going to do. As I said, you can easily understand that. Suppose that I am writing the program, means in the script part, in file new whatever I have over there. Here I am writing x is equal to int import enter a number. One message I have given. Okay. Then I am writing if x is greater than equal to 50. Here I am writing print good. Okay. Else print bad. You see, this is the program. So when you will run this program, you will see in your IDLE screen, means your cell screen, it will give you a message enter a number. I am executing this one now. You see, enter a number. So here I am doing something. Let it be 40 I am doing. केते देली 40 देली. कंडीशन कोन रखिछि जदि एक्स्ट्रा 50 रु अधिक हमबो किबा समान हमबो ताले मते गुड देखे. जदि ए कंडीशन फॉल्स हे गला ताले मते बैड देखे. एबे को देखो मु गोटे नंबर देली 40 एक्स वैल्यू हैला केते 40 is greater than equal to 50. कंडीशन तो फॉल्स हे गला. ताले ई पार्ट आउ एक्जीक्यूट न करी से एल्स पार्ट एक्जीक्यूट करू. सो व्हाट इट विल शो यू? इट विल शो यू दैट जदि ए गोटा को 400 हे थाता ताले बैड जगह कोन आस्तांता गुड. जदि 50 हे थाता इक्वल टू देछि सो ये गुड देखेता. एटा किछ हे होय तामाने हमें एटी डिसिजन नेले कोन हबो कोन नै. एटा तो सिंपल गोटे टेस्टिंग थिला हमें आप बेसिक प्रोग्राम करि पाइ. Next I am coming that if I want to execute certain part of the program continuously, more and more times, then what do you do? Again and again I do. Repeated work. जब तुम कहली एई जो काम करली एई काम तो गोटे थर रन कला पर रन हे गला. मु सेई काम को चार थर पांच थर करिया पय चाहू. अर्थात first when I run it will ask me one number, I will give, it will show me either good or bad. Again it will execute also. Again it will ask me. I have to give another number. Again it will check and show me whether good or bad. Again also it will run. So like that I want to execute it 3 times. Means program will be written once, but I want to execute it 3 times. Then what do I do? So that is called as looping. This one, whatever I told, these are all called as decision making. Decision making. Okay. Next my target is that looping. So let's see what do you mean by that. Loop. This is what I am going to talk about. Loop. Loop means continuous process. Looping means is that continuous process. So if I want to execute certain part again and again, that is called as a loop. And one loop, here in Python I can use the loops in 2 ways, by using for and another one is by using while. So before going to tell about the loop, one small thing I may tell you. Students, when we are traveling in one example I am giving, when we are traveling in a circular path, it is called as looping. Okay? Circular path, what we are doing? Again and again we are going. गोटे सर्कल में तुम कही 5 थर घुरो तो सेटा कोन है गोटे लूप है काहे ना सेम पाथ रे again and again 5 थर तुम घुरी बुझो. तो मते को एठी जे मु गोटे कहली जे सर्कुलर पाथ रे मु 5 थर घुरिया पई कहली तले मो कोन मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट. The minimum requirement is, first requirement is the starting position from where I have to start, because as I am telling it is a circular path. So somewhere to I have to start. So the starting point, that is the minimum requirement. First I need कहाँ से start करना है मुझे. So this is the starting point. Okay, starting point. I am writing here starting point. Next one is your condition. How many times I have to move around? 5 times or 6 times or 10 times? What it is? So that is called as the conditional part. Condition. Next is counting. What do you mean? That means I must have to know to count. 1 पर 2 आसो 2 पर 3 आसो एटा मते जणा हवा दरकार. जदि मु एमिति काउंट करली 1 मते 5 थर घुरिबार अछि. 1 तापर काउंट करली 3 तापर काउंट करली 5. मु एटी 5 थर घुरिनी. 5 जाय जायछि ठीक अछि. किंतु मु 5 थर न घुरी 3 थर घुरिछि. 1 पई थर 3 पई थर 5 पई थर. काहेकि मु से काउंटिंग 2 times मु करते. So the thing is like that. That is also called as counting or counter, we can say counting and counting. So counting. So for a loop, it is the minimum requirement that I will have to start from where I have to start. Condition, definitely I have to put up to which extent I have to travel. Then counting means count करूँगा कितने थोड़ा मुझे इतने की minimum करना है. तो सिद्धि भाई हमें Python में कौन करूँ ना 2टा way रे loop को implement करूँ. One is your for, second one is your while. Both are work in the same way but writing procedure is completely different. For is something different, while is something different. While is a condition based, for is a iteration based. So now let us see what is the format of using for loop. So the format of for loop is something like this. Look at it now. The format is for, here the variable or object, I can say object in range, here the range value, here the initial value, I will talk about this, initial value, this is the end value, this is the step value, then put the color and continue. This is the way of using for loop. For object range something I have written. That means if I will give one example, it will be something like this. For I in range, let it be 1, 10, 2. Then I am writing something. Print good. Okay. So what it is doing? For I in range 1, 10, 2. तो तुम्हें ये लिखा था कि range फुल मोड है कौन सा? Actually, range is a function whose work is to make a range list type something or a sequence. Okay. कितने भीतर दबो? Now that is based on this starting value. This is the starting value. Start of 1 2. It will go up to 10. Means end value is 10. But one thing remember, it will not touch 10. That पछाड़ दो. 10 को touch करो नहीं. ताकि 9% जाएगा. 1 to 10. Step value I have given 2. तामाने 1 तापर count करो 3. तापर count करो 5. तापर 7. तापर 9. How's it? सेम जब ये कि step value पीछे न दे भी इतने इमीटर रखी 1, 10. Then it will be considered that the starting value is 1. End value is 10. Step value I have not given, so by default the step value is plus 1. Means it will create a range like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not 10. Because I have told you, end value will not be touched. Similarly, if I am giving only 10, what it will do? 10 means this is the end value only. So, by default the starting value will be considered as a 0. Okay? Starting value will be considered as a 0. Step value will be considered as a plus 1. So it will create a range something like this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one is the range value it will create. That means this body will be execute this many times. How? That this 0 will be assigned to I. Then 1 will be assigned to I. 2 will be assigned to I. ये जब पर्यंत वैल्यू यार अछि से पर्यंत समस्त गोटे गोटे आपण असाइन होई हे जाइथिबे आ ये बॉडी से अनुसार एग्जीक्यूट कर जाइथिबे बुझिला तो ये जगह रे जेतोला वैल्यू आसीबो लूप स्टॉप हे तो से हिसाब रे जदी ए जगह मु बोर्ड न लिखी गोटे प्ले ए लिखिला आई खाली लिखिला ताले ये केमसे प्रिंट होबो ले ये प्रिंट होई गला 0 1 2 3 8 चलो 9%. Why? Because this range whatever I have done, that one will be assigned one after another to this I. N के assign के लिए चाहिए. Okay, so it will be executing this way. This is how we are using for loop. Similarly, another way is also there. Even nested for is also there. Nested for says that it can be done in this way. Look, I am going to show you nested for. For within for, like I told you, nested if similar. Nested for भी अच्छी. देखो क्या हो? It can be written in this way. For here something colon another for. So this one will be called as the outer loop. This one will be called as the inner loop. Means it is same to that. Gote circle after outer circle. Okay. Means what it will do? Now here it says the inner loop will be execute fully for each value of outer loop. माने outer loop रा प्रति value पाई inner loop टा पूरा execute करियो. तार माने है जति मु तुमको कहिबी इस बाहर सर्कुलर पाथ रे तुमको दुई थर घुरिबार अछि इनर सर्कुलर पाथ रे तुमको तीन थर घुरिबार अछि. तार माने all total you are moving around this inner loop 6 times. केमिति ना जतरे आउटर लूप 1 हैला भितर 1 2 3 सरला जतरे आउटर लूप 2 हैला भितर लूप टा पुनी 1 2 3 6 है तो यार माने हैला for each value of outer loop the inner loop will be complete. Got it now? So here you will make a simple loop for what? Nested for. So I can do it in this way. For I in range. Suppose here I am writing as I have told you 3 means 0 to 1 2 into give, and here I am giving for j in range. Let it is 1 comma 3. Carefully look at here. This one is generating a range that is 0 1 2, but this one is creating or generating a range that is 1 comma 2. Carefully you may see, because here only 3 I have given. So 0 1 2 0 2 start hela 3 touch karibani, it is 1 2 start hela 3 touch karibani 1 2, and here I am writing print I comma backslash t I am giving. This is the printing statement method j. So now you see what it is doing. Now it will print. I am going to explain this one how it is working. 0 will be assigned to I, then it will be get inside. 1 will be assigned to j. Print ij means it will print 0 1. Next, you see the control is within the inner loop now. So no doubt j will be 2. I value will not be changed. I will change it. And I'm inner loop. So here print ij. So I value will be 0, j value will be 2. Like that. When we have this part is over, then I value will become again 1. So with the full response, j value will be 1 is 2 is 1 1 1 2 like that 2 1 2 2 it will do like this. Okay? So I value जहाँ I value तो 0 थिला you may see when I value is 0, j value 1. When I value is 1, j value is 1 2. I value is 2, j value is 1 2. So this will executing in that. So this is called as nested loop. Based on this also we will have to do it. Next another loop is also there. What is it? Same thing as like as for you are doing, but you can use it in while. How? Now while loop says the format is something like this. While loop. First initial value, then here while, put the condition, then here statements. Here increment or decrement. Why I am talking about increment decrement? Because till now we are seeing that 1 2 3 4 we are going in that way. Sometimes it may be required that 5 4 3 2 1 you can come in that way also, and in that time -1 will be given as the step value. So here while condition, then I am adding increment or decrement. Bas. Okay. So the same thing can be done. You see, if I want to print from 1 to 5 by using while loop, how can I do this? I can do it in this way. Look, this initial part I am writing let it be I is equal to 1 initial value. Condition I am giving I less than equal to 5. Okay. Here I am printing print I. For increment and decrement I am writing here I equal to I plus 1, or this can also be written I plus equal to 1 in this end. So here what it is doing, you see, I is 1, while condition checked, it's true, 1 is less than equal to 5. Print I, so no doubt it will print 1. Then I will be increased, so now it will become 2. 2 is less than equal to 5, condition satisfied, range 2. Then again 3, like that it will go on. 3, 4, 5. So it will do like that. So it will print it in that way. Okay? So all these things I did about loop, for loop, while loop, decision making I told. And now based on this, I am going to show you some programs. Instead of explaining over here, I am going to do it in the computer directly. As a result, you can get it how it is working. Welcome students. So again, I am going to show you the same thing, whatever I had told theoretically, I am going to show you practically. So, no doubt you will have to install Python in your computer, and it is also possible that you can install it in your mobile again. And the app for mobile is PyDrive. You can install that one also. But this one is more flexible if you will do it in your PC. your computer, desktop or laptop. So here we have installed Python 3.9, and within this you see one option is there, IDLE. It is given. I am clicking over there. You see the screen? This is the screen that it is coming, and here I have to do, as I told you, that whatever I have to explain over there. You see, x is equal to, I am giving here 50. I am pressing enter. I am giving x. So look, what it is showing? 50 it is showing me. Just after that, if I am giving x is equal to good morning, added it. You see, this is a string. This is not a number. Still, then this is also acceptable. And if I am giving x, it is showing me good morning with a single quote. I had explained you that. But if I am writing print x, you see, it is not showing me with a single quote. Rather, it is showing me only good morning. That's why I have told that here x is not a variable. Rather, it is a referer. It is not a storage container. It is referring something. This part I have told. Then I have told you that how you have to write the program. So for that, what I have told that in this file menu, if you can see, this is file. Here, new file you can choose. Within this, you see, this is the window we are having now. And here I can write the program. So how you have to write the program? Here, whatever I did, I am writing a is equal to. Here I am writing int. Again bracket start. Input. Here, enter the first number. You see, I have given this. Similarly, I am writing again b is equal to int input. Enter the second. Enter the second number. Second. Look at here. Then I am writing here c is equal to a plus b. I have written like this. Then I am writing here print result is, I am putting the comma. This is the print format. Here, program is finished. Now what I did here, I am accepting the data for A, then I am accepting the data for B, then I am doing some manipulation over here. C is equal to A plus B. Then I am writing print result is C. So I am going to save it first. As I told you, let the file name I am giving here summation. Okay, summation. So now I will have to run. You see, in the run function, I have run module. It is given, or you may use F5 directly. So here run module I am giving. You see, enter the first number. Suppose I am giving 60. Enter the second number. Suppose I am giving 70. And you see the result is coming 130. So this is the way that how you have to run a particular program. Clear? So now again I am going to file new. Another file I am going to do. Whatever we have discussed about decision making. Here I am writing same example I am going to do. X is equal to int input enter a number. Then a 5. Enter a number, it is giving me a big number, 90 I am giving. So it is showing me good. If I give some number, I am closing this one, or I will minimize this. Again I am running this one. Same program I am running. Suppose I am giving 20. Look at here how it is showing me. 20. Look, it is showing me bad. Why it is? Because in this case I have put the condition in that way. X, if it is greater than or equal to 60, it will print good. If it is less than 60, so no doubt it will show me bad. So when I am given 90, it is more than 60, so that's why it is showing me good. As I am giving 20, which is less than 60, so it is showing me bad. So in this way it will work. If else is working that way. So based on that, if I give you one question that I like to find out that which one is the largest among two numbers. দুইটা নম্বর আমরা দেবা তার ভিতরে কি বড় এটা বড় না এটা বিটা বড় but the thing is that when we are comparing two objects values of two objects three situations may be available one is either a is greater than b another one if a is not greater than b it may happen that b is greater than a another situation is that both may be equal যদি এর ভ্যালু 5 দিয়েছি b এর ভ্যালু 10 দিয়েছি তাহলে নো ডাউট b টা বড় যদি এর ভ্যালু 10 দিলি b এর ভ্যালু 5 দিলি তাহলে a টা বড় যদি এর ভ্যালু 10 b এর ভ্যালু 10 দুটো সমান না তো লাইক দ্যাট I want to check that one whether both the number is anyone is greater than the other one or both are same. So let us see how can I do that. I'm just modifying the same program here. First I am accepting the value for x. I written x is equal to e input enter. I am writing here enter the first number, enter first number. Okay. Then I am accepting the value for the second one. So here I am writing y is equal to again int input enter the second number. Okay, for both the data I had accepted x and y. Then I am checking if x is greater than y. যদি x টা y টু বড় হয় তাহলে আমি প্রিন্ট করে দেব print x is first number is greater right as per me. So first number is greater. First number is greater. Okay. Again, I am going to check this one. Elif. So I had already told you Elif what is this. Because I have three situations now. Either x is greater than y, or y is greater than x, or both are same. So that's why three situations are there. So if x is greater than y, first number is greater. Elif, I am checking if y is greater than x, then I will have to print. Second number is greater. Okay. Then here I am writing else print both are same. Both are same. Look. What I did? First x I am accepting the data. Then for y I am accepting the data. Then I am checking if x is greater than y. Writing x is greater, first number is greater. Otherwise, another two situation is there. Either y is greater or both are same. So I am checking if y is greater than x, then second number is greater. Otherwise, but মানে x টা y টু বড় হয় না, কি y টা भी x টু বড় হয় না। তাহলে কি বড় সমান তো রান করে লিখো। So when I am running, this is showing source must be set. Okay to set. So it will set that one. You see, first I am giving the number here. So first number I am giving 50. Second number I am giving 20. So look at here, it is showing me first number is greater. Right? I am running the same program again. Run. First number I am giving 60. 660 I am given. Second number also I am giving 660. Now look, both are same. So you do like that. So that means now I have figured out how I can take the decision. Out of these two numbers, which one is greater, which one is smaller, everything. So I am taking decision this way. This is the way that how we have to take decision. Look at it. This is how we have to take the decision. If, elif, else, I did. Now I am coming to the looping part. So another program that I am running. This is another program that I am doing now. I want to print. Suppose I want to print my name 10 times. So it is not necessary for me that I have to write print Santosh, print Santosh, print Santosh 10 times. It is a better way that I can take the help of the loop. Look at here, how can I do this? I am writing here for I in range, as I have told you. Here I am giving height, direct. Height. मतलब this loop will be continue 5 times. I value केता होगा? ना 0 होगा, 1 होगा, 2 होगा, 3 होगा, 4 होगा. 5 भी टच करेगा. कारण रेंज फंक्शन का काम होची से. जेहेतु मु बिगिनिंग वैल्यू किछि देइनी, केवल 5 देछि, तो यार स्टार्टिंग वैल्यू होगा 0, एंड वैल्यू होगा जो वैल्यू देछि ताको टच करबो ता पूर्व माने 4 स्टेप वैल्यू एक एक पड़ी. तो देखबे प्रिंट here I am giving my name Santosh. Now look at it. I am running this one. Before that I will have to sell it. Sell. The file name I am giving loop let it is. Now I am running this one. Now look, it is showing me 5 times Santosh. Because the loop will be executed 5 times. So that's why it is showing me in that way. Okay? So, if I will give you some question that if I want to print I, if you want to see the proof, actually I is printing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 or not, you check it. I am giving. Now I am printing. Look at here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means from here it is very clear that the range function, whatever I have used, it is generating a range which is starts from 0. It is going up to 5, not exactly 5. Up to 5. मतलब 5 to टिके पछे रह 5 को टच करबो ना एक एक बढ़ी जदि से जगह में एमिति करबी देखबे हम करबी देखौ छी मु लिखली 1, 10 whatever I told you theoretically, 2 I am giving. Starting value is 1, end value 10, step value 2. What do you mean? Means it will be start from 1, it will go up to 10, but it will not touch 10. Step value is 2, means you will have to count is 2 variation, means 1, then 3, then 5, like that. Let us now check it. You see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Here it is showing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It is not going to that. So this is the way that how we are going to implement a loop. But one interesting thing I am going to do means now I am going to do a pattern. I want to print a pattern. How it is? The first it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3. Like that. माने first I show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. तापर कमी जो 1, 2, 3, 4 हो. तापर पुन टे कमी जो. माने प्रति स्टेप रे से गोटे कमी जो. तो केमिति करना? तो एठी जोडे जिंस देखियो. फर्स्ट 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 कर दे. गोटे लूप रे चलो 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. पुन तापर 1, 2, 3, 4. ये भी लूप चलियो. तो ये तो लूप हबो किंतु तळो जो अछि से भी तो गोटे लूप. कारण 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 टा स्टेप से जीवो. तो एठी मते जोडे लूप रे हेल्प हो. First loop is to move down. Another loop is to move horizontally. So for that, what I am going to do? I am going to do in this way. Look at it. For row, as I have told you, object name can be anything. Previously I have taken I. Now I am taking something else. Row I am taking. Row in range. Here I am writing 5, 0, -1. You see why I did like this. If I am going from 1 to 5, whatever it is, as many times it will execute. If I am coming from 1 to 5 to 1, the meaning is also same. Means it will execute 7 times. 1 to 5, 5 times, 5 to 1 is also 5 times. So why I did like this? Now row in range 5, 0, -1 I have given means first its initial value is 5, then it will be 4, 3, 2, 1. It will not go to touch 0 because I had already told you that 0 will not be touched. -1 why I have given? Because I am coming in a decreasing order. So the question is that why I have written 5 to 0, why not it is from 1 to 5? Actually, the thing is that the pattern, whatever just now I have told, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 4, because my aim is that the column value, whatever I am writing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first 5 it is coming, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then it is 4 is coming. So if you see these two lines, First line it is started from 1, it is going up to 5. Second line it is started from 1, it is going up to 4. Third line it will be start from 1, it will go up to 3. That means everywhere it is starting from 1. 1 ରୁ ତ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଉଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଟା ଯାଉଛି ଗୋଟେ ଅଲଗା ଆଡେ କେମିତି ଗୋଟେ ଯାଉଛି 5 କୁ ତାପରେ 4 କୁ ତାପରେ 3 କୁ ମାନେ ଏମିତି ହଉନି କି 5 4 3 2 1 ମୁଁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏଇଟା କହିଛି 5 4 3 2 1 କରିବା then here I am writing for column in range here I am giving 1 comma row plus 1 एठी टिके कंफ्यूज हे पारे जे मु काहे लिखली 1 रो पुनी रो प्लस 1 जाय तो मु तो ऑलरेडी कहि सची दैट इट विल बी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 1 सो डेफिनेटली आई विल स्टार्ट इट फ्रॉम 1 तो ऑलवेज तो 1 विल स्टार्ट अप व्हाई आई रिटन रो प्लस 1 because according to the range principle it will not touch the end value touch value करिवो नाही तो जतबेले रो वैल्यू 5 हो एटा आइजो के रो प्लस 1 6 means 1 to 6 means it will go up to 5 1 2 3 4 5 जतबेले रो वैल्यू कमी कि 4 आइजो ये स्टार्ट हो 1 को जीको को पर्यंत 5 पर्यंत 1 2 3 4 5 like that so next I am going to do like this print here I am printing print here I am writing column here I am giving end is equal to backslash t as you know this is the different format of print function that instead of considering end of line as backslash a it will consider end of line as backslash t means it will side by side it will print then what I am going to do here I am making only print students one thing remember the work of the print function is to print it in a new line तो ये जो print का मुदेली कहा इंडेंट रे ये इंडेंट रे मेन लूप रे इंडेंट रे तार माने होची नेक्स्ट रो को जिवा कारण रो रे तो को आसवा दरकार कॉलम रे साइड बाय साइड जिवा दरकार तो भीतर लूपटा जो देछि मु सीओएल लिखिछि सेटा होची साइड बाय साइड जिवा कारण ये जो प्रिंट करछि एटा तो को आसवा तो एबे को रन कर देखबा कोन आछि just a minute so I'm running this one now you see the pattern 1 2 3 4 5 then 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 1 it is coming in a triangular shape so I have done like this तो मु जदी ए जगह रे end equal to backslash t को हटाई देबी एठो एटा मु हटाई देबी ओके तले ए केमिति प्रिंट करबो पुंखा रन कर देखो पाखु भी लागि जको देखो सॉरी end is equal to single quote I am giving one space I am giving as a result it will print near one space I am given run so look at here how it is printing it's printing like this as a triangular shape so this is the way that how we have to implement the loop nested for within for so this is one way similarly another question I can do that suppose question is like this I want to print 1 like this I'm writing the question as a result if you can get 1 here I want to do this one 1 plus 1 minus x plus x square students this is my question for square as it is not possible over here that to write I'm giving the caret symbol question is like this 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube minus x cube plus x to the power 4 like that it is up to 8 terms suppose the question is like this 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus x 4 मतलब गोटे plus गोटे minus एमती ही अछि तब के तो here one thing remember that very simple thing it is that here the even numbers wherever I am getting because 1 can be written as x to the power 0 So wherever I am getting the even number, we are going to add it. But wherever we are getting odd numbers, that is subtracted. So now you see how can you do this type of program. So look at here. I am doing this one, I am erasing and I am writing it again. First, two things it is there. How many terms I have and what is the value of x? Two unknown things are there. One is number of elements. So I am writing here n is equal to int input how many numbers. Then I am writing here x is equal to int input enter the base. Yes. Okay, this one I माने केते टा टर्म पर्यंत जीवी x रो वैल्यू केते तापर मु कोन करली ना सम रो वैल्यू गोटे 0 नै लेली जोथिरे कि मु ऐड कर चली. ओके देन मु ट्रैवल करी केते बार जे ट्रैवल करी जहां मो क्वेश्चन थिला जे 1 माइनस x प्लस x स्क्वायर माइनस x क्यूब ता माने जदि फर्स्ट 1 तक मु धरबी x टू द पावर 0 तले 0 रू स्टार्ट करी कि पावर ओवर 0 to start करी को पर्यंत जीवो up to n पर्यंत जीवो. तो here that's why I am writing for I in range 0, n plus 1 I am writing. Look at it, n plus 1 why I am writing because up to n it will go na. जदि खाली n लिख देबी गोटे कमी जीवो n plus 1 लिख देबी 0 to n पर्यंत जीवो step value देनी so 1 step value. So within this I am writing if I percentile 2 is equal to 0. Why I have given this one? Because I know that it is, if it is even, then I have to what? Add it. If it is odd, I have to subtract it. So for that I have written if I percentile 2 equal to 0, then I am writing here sum is equal to sum plus POW, power of one built-in function whose work is to find out the a to the power b method. So here power of x comma I. Power क्या हो? I का हम power करना I का value हम देख ना 0 1 2 3 4 like that. So I value of 0 1 2 like that. Power of x to the power I means x to the power 0, x to the power 1, x to the power 2 like that. It will be add if it is even. Otherwise, here I am writing else s is equal to s minus POW, same thing I am writing x comma I. Okay, here then I am printing the result. Print result is s. Okay. Now you see, I am running this program, run module, here. How many numbers? Let it is I am giving 6 numbers. Enter the base, let the base is 2. So your answer is coming 33. Automatically it is coming 33. That means, जब भी मैं 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus x4 minus x5 plus x6 करी मैंने x जगह 2 को implement करा तो our answer 33 ही आएगा. So this is the way that how we have to find out the sum of a particular series. This is also another way of implementing the formula. Now I am doing another question by using while. The question is, I will have to check whether a given number is prime or not. And you know it very well that a prime number is the number who is having only 2 multiples. Means it can be divisible only by 2 numbers. That is 1 and the number itself. That's why I can say 3. 3 is a prime number. 7 is a prime number. But 9 is not a prime number because 9 can be divisible by 1, by 3, by 9 itself. That is 3 multiple नहीं होते. तो एक prime number नहीं है. तो 7 केवल 1 is divisible, 7 is divisible. So here I am going to check. I have to give one number and I have to see whether it is prime or composite. So let us see. I am writing in this way. So here I am using this one. Suppose I am giving x is equal to int input enter a number. Okay, enter a number. Then how can I check this one whether prime or not? Actually the logic is that whatever number I had accepted, I will have to divide it from 1 till to that number. 1 ରୁ start କରିବି ସେଇ number ଯାଏ divide କରି ଚାଲିବି. ଯଦି କୋଉଠି divisible ହେଇଗଲା counting ଗୋଟେ ରଖିଥିବି ଗଣି ଗଣି ଚାଲିଥିବି. ଯଦି counting ର value exactly 2 ହେଲା ତାହେଲେ prime ନହେଲେ composite. So what I did, x ପାଇଁ data gain କରିଦେଲି. Then ମୁଁ ଏଠି c is equal to 0 counting ପାଇଁ c is equal to 0. तापरे चेक करूछु केमिति ना i ର value 1 ରୁ start कले जहां करली because I will have to divide it from 1. So here I am writing while I less or equal to x को परसेंट 0 x परसेंट 0 एही चेक करी if x percentile I मु i रो वैल्यू 1 ରୁ स्टार्ट करी सेही नंबर परसेंट जाउची x परसेंट जाउची सब जगह रे x को मतलब दिस नंबर विल बी divided by I रो वैल्यू तो बढ़िबो ना I रे डिवाइड कर चली if it is equal to 0 that is divisible हे गला ताहाले मु एठी को करबी ना काउंटर रो वैल्यू को गोटे बढ़े काउंटर प्लस इक्वल टू 1 कर काउंटर गोटे बढ़ी चलला तापरे I रो वैल्यू केमति बढ़े because in while loop I had told you condition will be there, counter will be there. So this is the starting value, initial value, this one is the initial value, this is the conditional value. या पाई काउंटर मु पर तो करी नाही तो काउंटर करूछी केमति ना I plus equal to 1 भले कि लक्ष्य करू कोन करी एठी I रो वैल्यू 1 ରୁ स्टार्ट करी जीवो x पर्यंत x को सेही नंबर माने कर डिवाइड कर चलीबी जोटी डिविजिबल हिला काउंटर वैल्यू को 1 1 बढ़ी ता सहित I रो वैल्यू भी बढ़ुची कारण I रो वैल्यू 1 होबो तापर 2 होबो तापर 3 होबो it will go up like that. After finishing this loop, I will check if counter value is equal to 2 exactly because in case of a prime number 2 multiples will be there. So I can write print prime. Okay. Here I am writing else print composite. Okay, I did like this. Very simple. मु नंबर का नेली काउंटर गोटे 0 रखली कारण काउंटर बढ़ेबो I रो वैल्यू 1 टू स्टार्ट करली सेही नंबर पर्यंत गली डिवाइड कर चली बस काउंटर जदी एग्जैक्टली 2 हे गला तले का प्राइम चेक करना या सपोज I am giving 9 look at it I am giving 9 right in composite it's not a prime number. Now I am checking another number. Suppose the number I am giving 13. Let us see. It's showing me prime because 13 is having only 2 multiples, not more than that. So these are the implementation that how we are going to implement if means decision making, loop, continuous process, loops again 2 ways, for and while. So for today, this much. Thank you. I hope you can enjoy it. Thanks a lot.